Okay, I think let's start this session. And, um, is my screen visible to all of you? Can anyone like comment or hello? Okay. In yesterday's session, you all have studied about uh, normal SQL statement and which is select and where. And today we will dive into like various SQL operators that help us perform more complex query and to filter out based on more results. So, joining. Yes. Okay. So the first operator is AND operator, and like this is the today's agenda. We will uh, cover first we will cover AND, then OR, then in operator, then between operator, then not operator, and then we will do three basic SQL hacker rank questions. Okay, so let's start with first AND operator. So AND operator is basically similarly same. It works same as bitwise AND operator. Just like bitwise AND operator, first check the first condition. If it is true, then it will check the second condition. If that is also true, then on the basis of that, it will give the results. Like if both the conditions, first and the second conditions, should always be true, and whichever row will satisfy these conditions, then that row will be printed out. That okay. So yeah, wait a minute. I think somebody is okay. So let's uh, try. Okay, so do let's try this out. Like suppose we will use a customer column, a customer table, and we have to uh, print print customers which lives in city Berlin and in city Germany. Oh, sorry, which lives in city Berlin and in country Germany. So uh, as okay, so we are discussing about AND operator, and AND operators generally works on two conditions, two or more conditions, where they will check each condition. If first condition is true and the second condition or the condition is true, then only it will give the results. So let's try out this AND operator. First, this is SQLite. Like I am using W3 School SQL editor. You can also use this SQL editor to perform like to try out these SQL operators, or you can use any other different like softwares, SQLite or anything else. Okay, so suppose there is an inbuilt table called customers in SQLite, like in W3 School SQLite. So we will use that customer table, and suppose we have to find out the customers which are in a city in city Berlin and in country Germany. So uh, how do we convey this to our SQL editor, SQL SQL database? We will first write select, and then we will first like select and then we write asterisk because we have to like we want all the customer all the column names from that database or the table. Then we will write from. Okay, then we will write from, and then we will write the table name. So the table name here is customers. Okay, then then we will uh, then we are supposed to find the employees. So we will write a condition starting with where, and the first condition is the city should be Berlin. So we will write the column name city, and it should have the value Berlin. So and and because we have to check on two conditions, so we are using and operator. Okay, and operator, and next we have to check that country should be Germany. It should be German. So country should be Germany. So when we run this SQL statement, we will get the record of the customer, which lives in a city Berlin, and country is Germany. Okay, so by like this, we can perform a different queries by like using different conditions. First, we will write the first condition, then we place an and operator, then we will write second condition. Then, if we want another condition, we can use another and operator and then write another condition. But here the but we cannot do this in this table. So we are using two conditions with an and operator. Uh, anybody has any doubt in this, like in and operator? Okay. Uh, okay. So I think nobody has doubt. Okay. So let's move on to the next. Let's jump on to the next operator, which is the OR operator. It also works as same as the bitwise OR operator. It will first check the first condition. If it is true, then it will not check the second condition, because OR operator is like for if any of these condition is true, it will simply return the true. If any of these condition is true, condition or condition true, condition or condition true, it will return that row. Okay, so let's try it out in SQL editor. So suppose now we have to now suppose we have to find all the customers which live in a city, which lives in city Berlin, which lives either in city Berlin or in city Paris. So how do we do this? We will first write select statement, then we will write asterisk because we want all the columns from that table. Then we will mention the table name, which is customers. Then we will use where clause, and then our first condition is that city should be Berlin. We will write that Berlin. And the second condition is city can be Berlin or either Paris. So we will use or operator, and then we Paris. Okay. So here city can either be Berlin city can either be Paris. So when we run this SQL command, it will return all the customers who either live in Berlin or in Paris. Okay, so just like that, we can use any condition here as first condition, and use and any other we can use multiple conditions to to filter out the results based using OR operator. Okay, so uh, this is all. This is how we can use OR operator. Anyone having doubt in OR operator, or anyone wants to get another example or something? Okay, so let's now move to the next operator, which is in operator. Okay, so in operator is something like uh, if we want to check that a certain condition or a certain value, a certain condition or certain values in a list or not. Okay, so there are values which will be comma separated and in a list, and we will check upon that that whether the condition will be true or not. So suppose if we want to check suppose let's come to the editor, and suppose we want that there are multiple options of city. Okay, suppose first find out what all cities we have in our database. Okay, so there's Berlin, Mexico, London, Paris. Okay, suppose we want to select all the customers from the database which lives in either Berlin, Paris, or in London. So instead of using multiple or statements, we will use an in operator. In operator work. So the syntax will be like where city, you know, Berlin, comma, Paris, comma, London. So it will see, we get all the records, which are nine records of customers who live either in city Berlin, London, or in Paris. We can also do this by using or statement, but or operator, but that will take more space, and um, so we use an operator for that list thing. We can check multiple values in a list. We have to use comma separated values, just like we simply do list. So anybody has doubt in this in operator? Okay, for all. If we want to use three cases, maybe four, then in that case, how will uh, Shubhangi, I don't understand your doubt. Three cases, or maybe four. Like you are talking about conditions, three conditions. Okay, so that is where in operator will be like come in use. Like suppose here we have three conditions, that city must be Berlin, or city must be Paris, or city must be London. So suppose we can use three OR operators instead of using one in operator. Suppose city is equals to Berlin, city equals to Paris. City equals it will give the same result as it will give the same result. We can use like this condition 1 or condition 2 or condition 3. I hope this is clear to you. Yes, understood. Okay. Okay, Shubhangi. Instead of multiple ors, we use in that it was about. So we can always use in operator to check multiple or conditions. So it will give the same result. Okay, so let's move on to the next operator, which is okay. Okay. So let's move on to the next operator, which is between operator. Between operator works like a range operator. It will check the whether a number or a value is between the first value and the second value. Think this as a range. Suppose this is a range where we have v1 as the first value up to v2, the second value. So it will check whether whether the given condition or like whether the value of that row lies between these range, which is the starting. This is starting and this is end. Okay, so let's try this out. For trying this out, we have to use another table, which is the product table. Okay. So the query is suppose you are able to see the table. Okay. So this is the table where we have product ID, product name, supplier ID, category ID, unit, and price. And suppose we have a query like we have to find all the products whose price range is between 25 to 40. Suppose 25 to 40. So how will we do that? We will like start with the select statement, then asterisk because we have we want all the columns, and we will mention the table name from products. Okay, then we will write the where clause, then where. Now we want price, so first we will write the column name, which is price. Then then we will write the operator, between operator, and next, we will write the range. So in between operator, the range is given by value one and separated by an AND operator and then value two. So here we want the range to be 25. Starting price should be 25 and the ending price should be 40. So when we run this SQL query, it will return all the products. It will return all the products which has a minimum price of 25 rupees and maximum price of 40 rupees. See, maximum price of 40 rupees. So this is how we use between. Just a simple thing that about a range thing, that we will give first starting index in starting value, and then we will give the ending value. Okay, so any doubt in this operator, between operator? Okay, so next move on to the next operator, which is the not operator. Okay, so why can't we use here only? Uh, I don't understand your query. I have to use between. Okay, so like we have to, let's come to the table first. Now we will let's remove the where clause. This is this is our table. Okay, Ankur. This is our table, and we want all the products which uh, whose price is from 25 to 40. Okay. Uh, so 25 to 40 means price can be 26, 27, 28, 29 up till 40. Okay. So if we use only where statement, like if you are saying this where price, we have to we have to write a certain condition that where price is uh, is between in 25 to 40. So that is why we have to use between operator, because we have to specify a range कि हमको प्राइस कहाँ से कहाँ तक के बीच में चाहिए. If you understood that thing, that is why we have to use between, because where clause will like cannot help in the range thing. That is why we are using between. So if we want price to be between 25, we have to use a between operator. Uh, am I clear, Ankur? Uh, you have to check a query. Okay, sure. Sure, Ankur, no problem. Okay, till Ankur is. This is another way to write. Let's try this out. Okay. Uh, there's some there's certain syntax we have to follow with each operator. Okay. So it is not that syntax. If I think Shrish, you are trying to say that price in price in 24, in 25 and 40, because with between we have to always use and operator which specify the first range and the second range. I think you want to tell select asterisk by saying this. Uh, Shrish, are you trying to say where price in 24, 25 to 40?
Uh, Hi, Jam. Sorry, Sherman, can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah, Sherman, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, so I think can you go back on this page where you mention all these things like in operators? Yeah. So this thing between operator, left hand side, you explained this start and this is for in operator, right?
In operator, okay, so this is the problem. In operator works like if you want to search from these queries, these values, like specifically, let me understand.
Got it. Got it. Got it. I think just you mentioned here uh, near between operator, this thing like in the left hand side. That's why I got confused. So yeah, I got clear now.
Okay, 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 Shri.
Thanks.
Okay. Now coming up to Ankur's query. Ankur, this is right. Yes, you can do this. You can use an AND operator, but here I am teaching between operator. You can always use an any operator you want. Just uh, like on previous query where Shubhangi has asked that we can use how we can use multiple or operator. We can tackle it with a single in operator. Similarly, similarly, writing a big query, like this is a small query because we only want like only checking two conditions. But when we use nested query and all things, we use minimum operators and minimum like sentences to find like. So we can always use another operators as well. So it will give the same output, Ankur. So now here I'm teaching between, so that's why I'm using between operator. But your like your SQL query is right also. Huh. Okay. Yes, Shirish, we have to always use and operator because we have to like because first of all this is the syntax, and we have to let that database know that the starting value should be value one and the ending value should be. So differentiating between values, we have to use an and operator. Okay. Ankur, do you understand like what I explained to you? Execution time difference for where and between. I don't think there will be much. Hello. Uh, okay. I don't think there. I don't think there much. For you. Okay. So let's first check Ankur's query. Ankur is saying that price is greater than equals to 45 and is less than equals to 40. Okay, so this is Ankur's query. Ankur is saying that we can use an AND operator instead of between operator. It will give the correct it will give the same output. Okay, Ankur. But here we are studying between operator and we want to write a small SQL query with less words. So it both are correct. We can use any of that. Like we can use AND operator as well as between operator. Okay, so let's move on to the next operator, which is the not operator. The not operator, same as and operator and or operator, works same as bitwise not operation. Bitwise not operation is that if there's a condition, suppose C1 is written and we write not before that, and we write not before that, then it will print out all the rows which do not satisfy this following condition. So let's try this out on the customer table. So we will first write select an asterisk because we want all the details, all the column IDs from the table customers. Where and now we want all the customers which are not from Berlin. They can be anywhere. They can be from anywhere, but not from Berlin. So we will use not operator, and then we will write city Berlin. So this condition, the city equals to Berlin, will check all the customers which are from Berlin, and before that we are using a not operator, which says that print all the customers uh, which are from every other cities but not from Berlin. When we run this query, it will print out all the customers which are from cities, every other cities. Okay. So these are some basic operators which we use to solve questions. Uh, anybody has any doubt in all these operators? Ankur, do you understand all these operator, or do you have any other doubt? Okay. So I think the free meeting will end soon. I will send another link. Okay, please join that link. Then we will solve some basic SQL questions on HackerRank. I will be sending another meeting link. Please join that link. Okay.